School experiences. Basically, for us, she started kindergarten on her 5th birthday, so we could have waited another year. But I couldn't find a preschool that would really accommodate us, so I had her in daycare, and the daycare was just meh. So I was like, all right, let's go ahead and stick her in kindergarten. I met the teacher. She was amazing, and that kind of sealed the deal. So she had 2 years in that kindergarten class, and then just part of the way through 1st grade, we had to move to Boone, where she did 1st and 2nd. Now she's back in the same school with a different teacher in 3rd grade. Sora, to this point, she had 2 years of kindergarten. It was planned. She's in 3rd grade right now. She's in an intensive intervention classroom on an intensive intervention hallway. And this is where it's worked for her. But now that she's 9, I can sense something, and only as a parent you can really sense this. There's something that is awakening in her. There's some kind of awareness, almost even an intellect. God forbid I say that out loud. But she's just, I think this is like a prime window for her to be with her typically developing peers, to be with older children, to learn how to model their behavior, because that's how she learns. So this poor guy at our IEP meeting, we walk in, and I say, I want her to be fully included next year. And he's I kind of put him on the spot, and it's the first time for me to do that. Like, I've taken all these advocacy classes, these communication classes, I've had great IEP meetings, but this is the first time I kind of sat down and said, guess what, guy, this is what I want. And it wasn't that hard to do, and it was actually kind of funny to watch him backpedal a little bit, not at the teacher's expense, but yeah, I mean, you have to have sense of humor about these things. But they listened. They started talking about hybrid classes. They started talking about opportunities during lunch versus just the other specials where she could go out and be with her typically developing peers. And it's going to work out. It's great that we have this relationship. Basically, 30 years ago, my daughter would be in an institution, and I can't even tell you that is my worst nightmare. She deserves to be in this community. She needs to be in this community. She makes your community better by being in it. The whole idea of her being in an institution, I negate that. It shouldn't even, the whole history, if you don't know it, read about it, it's heartbreaking. So for you future teachers, the advice that I can give you, respect the journey. Every parent that you're going to come across, and I don't know what age group you're planning on teaching, but we're all on this journey. We want to be on this journey with you. We want to work with you. Believe me, we want to work with you. It's so much better than having to fight for everything. So respect the journey. Remember that all these families are basically in varying stages of grief, especially the younger ones. Some people haven't dealt with it. Some people are in different stages, but the grief is always there. You could be in your 20s, and the first time or the next time or the third time your kid gets rejected for something, for a parent, the grief is right there again. It's just like brand spanking new. Also, open your mind, not your wallet. I think the important thing to making this successful for special education or for an inclusive setting is to be creative. You don't have to throw money at everything. Just open your mind, talk to people, and figure something out. Balance the celebrations with the consequences. These kids need real-life consequences. Just because they're cute, just because they have a disability, doesn't mean they shouldn't be held accountable for their actions. Ask for help. At the end of the IEP meeting, talking to Mr. Henry, after I dropped this inclusion bomb on him, I basically said, please let me know how I can help you. If she's acting up, if you need some resources in the class, if you need other teachers buy-in, other parents to help you, I want to help you. That's what I'm here for. And then just remember that you're working towards common goals. Have that common goal of inclusion. And that's it.